We've got the Titans and the Jaguars, and this game is going to decide the AFC South, who's going to represent that division. Who do you think is going to come out on top and why?
I got Jacksonville. I mean, Ryan Tannehill's not there. They benched their rookie quarterback, Malik Willis. Joshua Dobbs is going to be starting. He's the third string quarterback. I don't know how anybody can have faith in that. Trevor Lawrence is not on a historic or MVP kind of run right now, but he is on a great run as of recently, putting his team in a position to win. The defense has been playing very well. The coaching staff is just looking absolutely incredible from last season to this season. I mean, from Urban Meyer to Doug Peterson, it just goes to show the difference in coaching speaks volume to the roster that you also assimilate together. So this cohesive team, this young core has done very well. Travis Etienne's gotten it going. Obviously, Zay Jones had his big game a few weeks ago, but Evan Ingram has come out. Marvin Jones has been a good veteran on this team. Christian Kirk has been a great addition. I mean, this offense just looks really, really well put together. And the defense is getting key takeaways, like that pick six against Dallas a few weeks ago as well to seal it in overtime. Multiple sacks in different games. I mean, again, this team is just making strides to fight for a playoff spot, and they got to where they needed to be. Win this game, you win your division, and you get a home playoff game. I think that is incredible to go from one of the worst teams in the league last year to a playoff team this year. Again, coaching is huge. Trevor Lawrence's development has been nothing short of incredible. And that Jacksonville defense, with how they've been drafting recently, has just looked very, very, very consistent. As much as I love Derrick Henry and how he plays the game, if they're going to just put the ball in his hands 30 to 35 times, I mean, if you're Jacksonville, you stack the box and you let Joshua Dobbs beat you every day, all day. That's the risk I'm taking. I am putting 8, 9 people in the box. I need your quarterback to come out there and beat me because I'm not letting Derrick Henry go off for 2 or 250 yards. That takes away time of possession. That obviously gets him going. That gets the defense tired and winded, and that gives our offense less opportunities to go out there and put points on the board. So I got Jacksonville. I don't think it's going to be a blowout because at the end of the day, it is a divisional game. I think this is somewhere between 28 to 17, 28 to 21, something of that magnitude of 7 to 10 points. But I got Jacksonville winning the division for the first time since they won with Blake Bortles. If I'm not mistaken, that was 2017, Saxonville, right? Kyle.
I believe so.
So I got Jacksonville, man. Congrats to them.
Yeah, Kev, I agree with you on this one as well. When we look back at the first matchup between the Jags and the Titans, the Jags put up 36 points, and Trevor Lawrence had quite a day against Tennessee. If I remember correctly, I think Evan Ingram had a monster type day. He had over like 150 yards receiving, had like 1 or 2 touchdowns in that game, and single handedly took apart that Titans secondary. I think this game will be a little bit different, obviously knowing with the circumstances of Derrick Henry coming back into the fold. Ryan Tannehill's not gonna get the start. He's out for the rest of the year. I believe he had an ankle injury a couple weeks back that's going to sideline him for this game. Um, the only shot I give the Titans to win this game is if they can run the ball effectively with Derrick Henry. But like you said, Kev, I think the Jags are going to stack the box and they're going to force Josh Dobbs to try to beat them. And I just don't see the Titans winning that game in that manner. Like you said, Kev, I think really when it comes to the turnaround that the Jags have had over the last year, it's really been phenomenal. And obviously Trevor Lawrence has made some pretty significant strides in his second year as an NFL quarterback. But I think really just I think finally figuring out the coaching situation, having Doug Peterson there to kind of guide him along in his NFL journey, I think that's done wonders for him. When you look at last year, the turmoil that they had to deal with at Urban Meyer as the head coach, and he didn't even last the entire year. They cut him before the end of the regular season. You could just tell, I think the stability in the coaching staff has led to an overall better product when it comes to the Jacksonville Jaguars. And recently, Kev, they've been playing pretty solid football. I believe they're on a 4-game win streak right now. In the last 2 games, granted, it was against the Jets and it was against the Texans. The Jags have only given up 6 points in both those games combined. So not only is their offense putting up points, it's their defense that has been putting up tremendous type of results week in and week out, and really throughout this 4-game win streak that they've been on. And I think as far as I see it, I think they will be able to win this game, end the year on a 5-game win streak, and make the playoffs. Which just a couple weeks ago, I mean, didn't really see that happening. I thought the Titans pretty much had this division in their control, but it's really just been injuries that have derailed the Titans over the last couple of weeks with Ryan Tannehill missing time. You've had Derrick Henry missing time. And just the offense, they just can't get it together no matter who they put in at the quarterback position, whether it was Malik Willis, whether it was Joshua Dobbs. It just hasn't led to an overall consistent offense. And I just don't think that the Titans are going to be able to score enough points unless the Titans make this a defensive game, which I don't see happening. I just don't see a pathway forward for the Titans to win this game. If the Titans were to win this game, I think it would be honestly a miracle for them based on the circumstances. You know, they got to go to Jacksonville for this game. So Jacksonville, they're going to have home field in this occasion. And I think Jacksonville wins this game relatively handily. Kev, I have the margin of victory for the Jags similar to yours. I think the Jags are going to be able to put up probably somewhere around 25 to maybe 30 points at the high end. If I had to put a score on this one, I think the Jags win this one by the score of 27-17. I do think it will be a two-possession win for Jacksonville. And I think it's simply just because the Titans, I think, are going to struggle to put up points. Having Joshua Dobbs back there, third-string quarterback, hasn't really shown the rhythm and the consistency that they need to have to put up probably 20 to 25 points. And I think with Jacksonville's defensive plan, they're basically going to stack that box 7 to 8 deep to slow down Derrick Henry. And I just don't see the Titans being able to beat that Jags secondary, which has been playing pretty solid of late. And I think Trevor Lawrence and Travis Etienne, Zay Jones, Evan Ingram, I think they're all going to have relatively solid games. And I think they're going to be able to put up points consistently in this game. So, like I said, I got the Jags winning this game by the score of 27-17. And they would be AFC South champs and have a place in the playoffs. And after that, we'll kind of see where it goes from there. But yeah, I got the Jags winning this one.